come to your PCs, your offices, your homes on a bright. Just before I introduce the topic for today, please go ahead and share the feed. Please go ahead and let family and friends know that we live. So we get started. Prissy is excited that I said I'm going to introduce a topic, and she is not going to do that. So no pressure for her. Yep. So let's get going. And as usual, when you join us, just let us know. Shoot a hello, shoot a hi, so we know you're there. We draw you into the conversation, and we have a good chat. Okay. So and this question goes to Prissy. So Prissy, with rapt attention, please listen and give me an answer. Do you think that people should prioritize trust over practicality? I would explain. So, I mean, of course, if you in a relationship with someone, the assumption is that you trust the person, right? That's the assumption. It doesn't mean it's like that always. So for someone you trust, would you want to say, okay, yeah, because I trust you? I mean, if it has to, like in an extreme case, like the person thinks, oh, he likes to go relax, say in a nightclub, or yes, maybe even a further extreme case, a strip club, or you would say that, and you would say, okay, yeah, I trust you, so you can go ahead, or you would say that, hey, no, I trust you, but the practical thing to do is not to expose yourself to such. Hey, Ima, thanks for joining us. So, would you prioritize trust over practicality, or the other way? Your time starts now.
Using your example,
Yeah.
I think I would go for practicality.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, meaning that you wouldn't trust your spouse enough to allow him live life.
What are you going to do in the strip club in the first place?
Oh, what do
Because
people do there?
yeah, so what do people do there? That's
Yes, they go relax, like take it easy, distress, and come home. What
I
else?
can't
What
I
else?
can't help you distress. Whatever you want to do in the strip club, I can also.
Oh no.
That's
No, 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 no.
so
No.
there's no
So
need go in there.
okay, so maybe that sounds too extreme. That's why you but what if your spouse wants to go to a particular gym, okay? And there are all sorts of people who come there, and you think that it's it might overexpose your spouse. Would you choose practicality over
If
trust?
it's a gym,
Yeah.
then I would choose the trust, because even at your workplaces or wherever you go, when you move out of your home,
Yes.
you meet people
Okay.
with different um coming from different backgrounds, different mindsets,
Correct.
so it's the same when you go to the gym. Also, you meet.
When you go to your workplace, you don't see people dressed in skinny and tight stuff.
Yeah, but it's a gym, and that's it. The way they dress to gym.
Correct. And that's exposure as well, is it not?
It's exposure, but you should, as human as
Uh-huh.
you are,
Uh-huh.
you should have some self control. Yeah, because You can
So why don't you think I'll have self-control if I go to the nightclub?
because the strip club, they also have a way they behave. It's not like the gym where
Oh, you think people don't
the
come to
purpose for
you?
the
You
gym.
think no? You think people don't come to the gym and also have a way they behave?
So they have a mixed. So it is not purposely. The gym is made for
Mm-hmm.
people
Mm-hmm.
to work out and all
Okay.
that. So if other people have found other reasons for going to the gym,
Okay.
that is up to them.
Okay.
But for the strip club or something,
Okay.
the main purpose for
Drop it.
that.
Drop it down. Drop it down one step. And nightclub. Nightclub. People just go
Okay,
there,
so
listen to music.
I wasn't trained the nightclub way. There are some
Yes.
people who
So
are
say you
trained.
have a husband who is trained to
Yeah,
listen to
so
music.
I know that is how that is the training my husband.
So would you take practicality over trust?
So
Or
if I
trust?
married a nightclub husband and
Okay.
I trust him so much that I married him
Okay.
and he wants to go to the nightclub, that is what I went for. I can't change him.
Okay.
So if I feel that I trust him that much to marry him, then I
Okay.
should trust that he can go to the nightclub
Okay.
and not do the wrong thing because that is what I went for. I knew it's different when if my husband told me that I'm not a nightclub person,
Okay.
and then my husband now decides to start going to the nightclub. It's a
Okay.
different case. But this is what I went for. Knowing his background, I decided to settle for that.
I will come to you in a jiffy. So, thanks for joining us, Mrs. Wilson. Thanks for joining us, Esther. Thanks for joining us, Stephen. And let us know your thoughts on this because I'm about to bombard Prissy with some questions she cannot answer, right? Okay. So you saying that assuming you married someone who was a nightclub person already, it's fine. That's who you married. That's the option you went for, correct?
Yes.
Okay. If your husband or your wife, as you live life together in the marriage, picks up a hobby, what would be, and I'm not going to mention what the hobby is now, but if your spouse picks up a hobby, a new hobby, are you going to say that, oh, when I married you, you did not have this hobby, and so you shouldn't go for this new hobby? Is that what you're saying?
If the hobby doesn't impact like the marriage, it's not a hobby that will impact it negatively.
Correct.
Then
So what we're saying is not an assumption that the hobby will impact the marriage, but if it really doesn't impact, is that what we're saying?
yeah, if it won't impact it negatively,
Good.
then I don't see why.
Very good. Now I'll come back to you. Hey, Dennis, thanks for joining us. Carrie, thanks for joining us. Okay, so what you actually saying is, and I'm only going to develop whatever you said. So put on your seatbelt. What you're saying is that if you had a husband who didn't like the nightclub, didn't like the strip club, and all of a sudden has picked up that hobby and feels that it's not going to impact the marriage, is that a yes or no? Are you going to pick trust over practicality or the other way around?
It's not the husband that should be the only person feeling that it won't impact the marriage. It should be a mutual agreement between the two of us that it will not impact the marriage. Then we can, so we have to talk about it.
That was why I asked at first that it is not an assumption that it would impact the marriage. Because at that point, how are you going to know if it will impact the marriage or not?
At that point,
Yes.
yeah, because
Uh-huh.
if I feel that it's not right, if I feel that it's not right,
Okay.
and I feel that it can impact the marriage, and I know
It
you
can.
can
So
know,
so so again,
yeah,
all you're saying is based on projections. It can, it
yeah.
could, it might, right? But at that point, you've not confirmed that. Why are you stopping him from his hobbies?
Then we'll go together.
Oh,
Yeah, we can go together.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, if I have the time and you feel that it is good for you, then it's also good. It's good enough, so we can go together.
Okay. So if the trust element is there, why the need to go together?
No, if you feel that whatever you're going to do
Mm-hmm.
is not negative or it
Yeah.
is okay,
Okay.
then there shouldn't be a problem with me accompanying you to
No,
go.
no, 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 no. So my question is not even pointing to that. It's
Mm,
fine. Now you're saying you want to go with your husband.
yeah.
What I'm asking is that if the trust is there,
Hmm.
why do you find a need to go to the nightclub with your husband?
So
Mm-hmm.
the trust is there,
Uh-huh.
and I feel that
Mm-hmm.
as human as we are,
Okay.
yeah. So you can be humans are fallible, right?
Do you go to work with your husband?
No, because
Okay.
the
Was
work
there
is
no
not.
trust?
It doesn't create that
What
environment.
are you talking about? People don't go to work and go find people there.
But that is not the main reason.
Yes,
There's
the main reason for
the work
for
is to go
no
and
no
work, and people have found other ways around
exactly
it.
the same
But
way.
the night
Yeah,
or the strip club
no
is mainly for adult stuff. So
no. I
that is
don't
actually
no
the
no.
reason why
Okay okay
it is there. So I would expect that the normal course of events will be this way. That is for work. I expect that the normal course of if you're going to work
very good
is
point.
supposed to be the normal one is supposed to be work.
Very
But then whatever when other things come up,
okay
that is the abnormal things. You have decided to do something else
okay
than the intended purpose.
okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think because the I mean line of questioning would continue in the same direction. So Prissy,
The court judge.
the question is I have not been to a nightclub before,
Yeah.
right? But hey Rosman, thanks for joining us. I have not been to a nightclub before, but I know that people go there just to distress, relax, and come back home. The nightclub is, at least from what I know, it's not necessarily a brothel where they go and pick people up and go misbehave, correct? So, in the same vein, just as you use the work analogy, the nightclub is not made for people to go and misbehave in that context or go and get intimate with people. It is people who have made it that way. Now, in the same way, hey Frederick, good to have you. In the same way, people go to work. They are not supposed to work. So they are supposed to work there. They're not supposed to go pick up people, but they end up going to pick up people. So what are you saying? Why don't you go to work, follow your spouse to work?
There's sometimes the environment makes it more conducive to do something
I agree.
than
I agree.
so
Yes.
at the work
Yes.
place the
Yes.
environment doesn't make it a conducive place for like relationship.
Oh, are you?
It's not a like it has not been created. But the
Okay,
nightclub, you see
okay.
the
Are
dancing,
you? Are you
the
only?
drink, the alcohol and all that
Are you?
can
Are you?
you are more prone to doing some things that
Are you only picturing like a skyscraper with cubicles as workplace? There are different workplace settings.
no, I'm not talking about the cubicles and
Yes.
whatever.
So
But
so
if you
so
have
you don't
work
say
and
that
you are
it's not
busy,
being.
you are doing something, you are working,
Oh
you have work. If truly people have work to do
oh.
and they won't even have time to
So when
raise
you
their
go to
hand.
the office for the whole 8 hours, you are behind your PC
No,
working.
but at least you say a little, like a few highs. And but if you
Yes.
are being productive, if you are really being productive at work,
Okay.
there's some things that will not come up
Okay.
unless maybe you went to work for leisure.
Okay, so Dennis has something to say. Let me go and then come back. So Dennis says that trusting your partner enough to allow him to go to the nightclub is equally dangerous. there is there is a lot of temptation being exposed to such places, and trust me, one day or once in a while, he's going to do exactly what you trust him not to do. If you met him at the nightclub and married him, Do you know his track record of the things he was doing there? Okay, good. So good point. Your last point, I really want to dwell on your last point, Dennis. So what you're saying is that even if you met him as a nightclub person and you get married to him, you don't know what he was doing there. You don't know his track record. So Dennis, in your opinion, you will not allow him to be going back. Prissy said she'll be allowing.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I knew he was a nightclub person.
Okay,
So when we were dating, maybe he told me that he's a nightclub person.
Okay.
And I agreed that maybe the agreement wasn't for him to stop going to the nightclub. I agreed to marry him as a nightclub person.
Okay.
And the truth is, I can't change an adult, a full grown adult. It will be hard. I shouldn't go in. I can try, but I shouldn't go into the marriage expecting that he would change.
Okay.
So if I settle for a nightclub man, maybe my best option is to follow him when he's going. We'll go together.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't expect the person to change like all of a sudden for you.
Okay. In that case, you agree that if, like you are saying, there's temptation there, you agree to expose him to the temptation?
Can you do anything about it if he's not going to change? Because that is the person you went in for. There were other non-nice club people, but you decided to leave all those non-nice club people, and said that the only person I want to be with is this person that goes to the nice club or goes to the street club every night.
Okay.
Yes, so it's your choice. So you have to live with the consequences.
So in that case, are you allowing him to go based on trust or based on the practicality of the fact that he's
so it's practicality. It's not even about trust in this case.
Also, in that case, you don't even trust.
Yes, I don't even trust that the person going to the nightclub might. Yeah, so for me to even follow him, deciding to follow him to the nightclub means that I don't even trust him.
Okay, let me continue to play my devil's advocate. Carrie says that flee from temptation, and Carrie is laughing. Carrie, but there is temptation everywhere, is there not? So you people are explaining it in to make it feel like when you go to the nightclub, like that is the like the dispensary for temptation, like it's there waiting to be dished out. But my guess is so many, even when you go to church, there could be temptation, right? So do we base our actions on just the trust or practicality, right? Because you go to church, and let's not lose sight of the fact that a lot of there are people who have lost their marriages in church. Yeah. So like Dennis said, you are exposed when you go to nightclubs, but I dare say that you are exposed everywhere else as well, right? So it, should we have a certain um what do you call it, preconceived notions about certain places, or the key thing should be that trust?
I think trust should be first.
Okay.
Yeah, but trust is built on experiences that you've had with the person.
Correct.
So as much as I want to trust my spouse, I can only trust him based on how much he's been able to exhibit. Yeah. Like, so if he's shown that he's trustworthy, then my trust is going to go up. If I see signs that make him like look like he's not forthcoming, or the trust is dwindling or going down, then I start to reduce that level of trust in him. So it's more, it's not like people wake up and decide that they've stopped trusting someone. No, it's not that, but it's based on their experiences with the person.
Right.
So yeah, so I think that is it.
Okay. So Dennis says exactly, trust won't have anything to do here. So what you're saying is you could have someone, right, who, for example, goes to I don't know why today I'm using the nightclub like that, or goes to the nightclub, or goes to the gym, blah blah blah, or goes to anywhere there, or goes for beauty pageant. Any beauty pageant in the city, he knows about it and goes for it. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Wilson. Goes for any beauty pageant, right? So what you're saying is that okay, it's it's more of if the person proves himself trustworthy, there wouldn't be any.
Yeah, because I think most of the issues with distrust stems for the person who is losing the trust, like the
Yeah.
one who is not being trusted is
Okay.
usually the cause of. There are sometimes that people also carry baggage from their previous relationship, like
Right.
trust issues, but
Yeah.
most of the time it stems from the one who the person doesn't trust, because some actions or inactions of the
Yeah.
person may have caused the partner to lose that trust for him or her.
Right.
So yeah, so you can't force trust on people. So if you want to earn trust, then you should do things that would make your partner trust you. There are ways that you can, like,
Oh,
yeah, makes
okay.
your partner trust you. So
Thank you. So I'm going to my next question. You see, till you meet masters of the game, you will think that, oh, there's not been any situation, there's not been any incident for me to distrust this person, right? And so till till you find something, then the trust is there, correct? From what you said, right? Okay. Now you know there are superstars in the game. There are skilled guys in the game or skilled ladies in the game who could do everything to hide whatever it is from the other spouse, right? And so in that case, you are trusting, but you're actually wrongly trusting.
mhm.
You get what I mean? So would you say in such cases, practically stopping the person from such an environment would have at least helped the situation, right? Because if the person still goes to such environment and is exposed to a lot of things, and because of that, the person is going a certain way to you till you know it's full trust, right? Do you think
So if,
practically
if
stopping?
if you are practically stopping somebody who is not faithful, like
Yeah,
you say, from going to the nightclub, the person will
yeah,
go to work and still not be faithful, or go to church and still not be faithful.
correct.
So it doesn't matter.
So you're going for trust?
So I'm saying that yes,
Yeah.
I'll go for trust,
Okay.
but it doesn't matter
Mm-hmm.
um if you stop the
The
person from going to the
environment, yeah.
nightclub.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you assume that okay, the nightclub is not good for the person.
Mm-hmm.
But the person will go to church and still do the same thing
Correct.
he wants the person to do
Correct.
at the nightclub. So
Correct.
at the end of the day, the trust is there, or how do you call it? The distrust is there for the person not to go to the nightclub, but the person
Right.
goes somewhere else. And that's, even if the person says I'm going to work, how sure are you that the person is going to work?
Correct.
Yeah, so
Correct.
you either trust or do not trust,
Correct.
or you just have faith that the person goes and does whatever he has assured you or she has assured you that they are going to do out there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's up to the person.
And again, to our viewers out there, it's not even necessarily, that's why I said it's the extreme case, using a nightclub or a strip club or something. There are people who should be stopped from going for funerals and even naming ceremonies. That's where they do their stuff. So funerals, naming ceremony, people's birthday parties. I mean, oh god, okay. So Dennis says that there is exposure everywhere, but the one at the nightclub is relatively and significantly higher. I agree. Marriage sometimes comes with responsibilities of changing a few things to make it work. But exactly what are you going to do at the nightclub? Oh, that is so. As you said, there are people that just go. There are people who naturally like loud music and dancing. There are people who naturally like maybe it's because they know how to dance, right? So they enjoy dancing, they enjoy sitting down, just whiling away time. So yeah, So that's what they go to do there, right? So then he says again that even at these normal pubs, the things that happen there are outrageously dangerous. Nightclub actually is a final year level. Oh god. So maybe we use nightclub specifically to try to amplify whatever the question was having to Prissy. But again, like I said, people can even go to funerals where they're supposed to be solemn and I mean mourn.
Even
People.
evangelism.
Oh yeah,
Yes, I know someone.
exactly.
They go for, you ask them to go for evangelism, and
Yeah.
that is where they are getting their
Their next praise.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. So although those ones might be a bit rare, but it happens,
Yeah.
right? Exactly. So but I think Dennis's point is that for the nightclubs and stuff, they are the zones, like they are the red zones, especially created to house certain. So okay, so again, sometimes and even with people that you trust, like you've been with, like if say people have been married for what 30 years, 40 years, right? Do you think at that point the trust level is built so well that practicality is basically not a big deal? And I would try to push this in. I have a, a friend or friends, a couple. I have friends who are a couple, right?
Mm-hmm.
But again, like I always mention, they are older. They are way older. Like they are in their 60s. And one time they were telling me, oh, like they find fun things to do, okay, for fun things. And one time they were telling me that there is a church here in Denver. Pretty, I don't think you've heard about it before. There is a church here that is like more like Church of Cannabis. You see, you're laughing. Yeah, I know you. I know you've not heard it before. Church of Cannabis,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like weed,
Mm-hmm.
like yeah. And they went there, right? To at that point, I don't know if and that's where my question goes. Is it because they've been married for like 40 something years and all? At that point, like it it goes beyond like practically blocking anything, right? Like you don't.
I think that is for them. They don't see cannabis as anything.
So
Yeah.
in addition, okay, assuming you see them, for example, go to a club, is it a point where the trust has outshot the boundaries that
They went together, right?
yes?
Yeah, so it's for them, it's not a problem.
Oh, but that's how it starts. They go together one time, the other person is
No,
tired,
but
and the other
I
person.
feel like
Okay.
I know the people you are talking about, so I'm not surprised.
Oh.
So
Uh-huh.
it's like
Yeah.
they have been together. I know they married very young,
Yes, yes.
16 or so.
I
Yeah, the
think
last time we met, they were like
19 and the lady was 16.
16
Yeah,
or something. Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
So they've been like friends
Yeah.
and like someone that you can they she can you or she can be herself around the person. You know, there are people who are married and they cannot be themselves
Correct.
around, but
Correct.
these are people that because of that relationship that they
Yeah.
have that
Yeah.
started as far back as their teenage years and all
Mm.
that around each other, they could even be like see themselves still as the teenagers as that
Okay.
they are.
Okay.
So maybe once in a while they do weed together. And don't get me wrong, like yeah, weed is something people do for relaxation. It's legalized. So just like you buy alcohol and take, that's
Right.
how they see weed. So
grandma and grandpa will be on some roles, and yeah.
yes,
Go
or
ahead.
if they decide that okay, this is how we are going to have fun, like the way we also travel sometimes to go and hike and all that.
Yeah.
That's how they also see it.
Okay.
Then so it's based on what the two of them believe, because
Okay.
I think that even the nightclub is also a cultural thing where we come from. So you can even marry somebody from the West and the person doesn't see nightclub as it. They also see it
Yeah.
like going to church. And so like that's sort of
Like a social gathering.
social gathering.
Yeah.
And so if you are coming from maybe Ghana and maybe you meet someone here who says, I'm going to the nightclub, you're like, hey,
Yeah.
where I come from, we don't go to nightclub. What. But for them, they also is like church for them. So, so that's why I said you should know who you went for, how the person, like at least have a background about the person's nurturing and how the person was raised.
Okay.
And so if you marry such a person, you knew that's how the person was raised. There's no way you're going to stop the person, because in that person's mind, nightclub is just like church. So you can't stop the person from going. So it's either you join the person to go and also try to enjoy it,
Okay.
or you don't go in for that person at all, because there are other people around who also are not nightclub
But
people.
if again with your nurturing, your Christian background and all, how are you just gonna throw everything to the dogs and just say, okay, whatever you do,
So why don't you why
you're
don't
God
you
to
go
be
for
my God, you're
why
God
don't
to be
you
my people.
why don't you go for somebody that you are equally yoked with?
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
so that it makes it easier for you.
that's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, so Emmanuel says, okay, that's that's what Emmanuel said. Now Dennis says that trust is actually important since there is exposure, even when you leave your partner to browse or go through his social media. But like Prissy said, the trust will be built based on your experience with the person. That's right. Yeah. Okay, so the today's mm, questions or round of questionings come to an end. All too soon, it's time, and we have to draw down the curtains on today's episode of the Evan. But definitely, if God gives us life, we'll come back to you again next week with yet another episode. Thanks so much for joining us, for staying with us, and for all your inputs. We always appreciate them. Always remember that no two relationships are the same. Some relationships can end up in the church of cannabis, some can end up in proper church. Okay, so talk to you soon. Thanks, cheers, and bye for now. And if Sammy decides not to cut us, we'll continue on and on and on and
You're
on.
building project.